Carlitos Entertainment presents. My name is Troy L. Smith, and this segment here is called The Founders and Fathers of Hip Hop. Today I have an interview with a good friend of mine from the Cold Crush, known as Jerry D. Lewis, aka J.D.L. Now, my situation, my deal is I've been told to be a historian. I do a lot of interviews with pioneers from back in the days, such as Coke La Rock, Grandmaster Caz, Buddy Esquire, B-Fats, Chill Will. It's numerous names, numerous interviews at two different websites. One is oldschoolhiphop.com, and the other one is www.thefoundation.com, THA foundation.com. And there you'll find numerous interviews with different pioneers, and I talk to them one-on-one, and I get the lowdown. From the streets all the way till they get on the mic and they get into the club like Harlem World or T-Connection, etc. I also have numerous live cassette tapes from back in the days, up to 250. Curtis Blow, Kumo D versus Busy B, Cold Crush versus Fantastic, L Brothers, Johnny Warren, Ray Vaughn, Raheem with Funky 4, without Funky 4, numerous tapes. Today, this interview is with the legendary J.D.L, and we'll go back into time, and then we're going to bring it up to the future, to what he's doing today. So I'd like to start off from, a lot of people talk about this battle that they assume happened, but it actually was just a party. Some people think that the Force M.C.s actually took out the Cold Crush 4. Now, the Force M.C.s are a very, very good team, very good group. But Cold Crush, they made their bones in the streets, literally. They actually put in work in numerous clubs. And I'm not saying that the Force M.C.s didn't put in work, but the Cold Crush is a dynasty. And by now, you should understand that I'm a big fan of the Cold Crush 4. So I'm gonna give the chance to my man, J.D.L, to speak about that night in Patterson, New Jersey, and tell us what actually happened.
At the time, we was dealing with a promoter named Arthur Armstrong. He was the owner of the club Ecstasy Garage.
Right.
Matter of fact, it was two Ecstasy Garages. Right. It was one on Jerome and like 173rd, 174th, and then he moved to McCoon's. The one on 173rd, 174th and Jerome was an actual garage.
Right.
Actual garage. That's what gave him, the idea to have the name. And then he moved to McCoon's Road, right up the hill from Skate Fever, which was at first Jerome Skating Rink. Coming off of Edward L. Grant Highway, you come down from Featherbed Lane, it's right there. So Armstrong also was giving shows in the tri-state area too. You know what I'm saying? Connecticut, Long Island, Jersey, he was giving shows. Now, he would give shows, and that's out of New York, and he would have like little put-together battles, to draw the crowd.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying he would put it on the fire as a battle, but it actually wasn't.
Right. All parties knew that he would do that out of state, to draw the crowd.
Right.
And he would use like whoever was the local talent, whoever, like if we played in Bridgeport, Connecticut, whoever was the hottest little crew out there would be on the card.
Okay.
And that's out of respect for playing in someone's area.
Right, I got you. I feel what you're saying.
So he hooked up the show, he called us, and that was cool. Now, thing being that at that time, we was known to have 3 shows on Friday, 3 or 4 shows on Saturday, and what have you. So what we would do, we would go to the one that was the farthest and work our way back down.
Right.
That night, we was playing in Patterson, New Jersey at the CPO Rec Center that we had played there before.
So how far would that be coming off the George Washington Bridge?
You got to take Route 1 and 9.
So you say that'd be about 20 minutes from the bridge?
Maybe 20, 25, depending on traffic.
Okay. All right.
So we went there first, and then from there we stopped at the T-Connection and then made our way to Harlem World, which is on 116th and Lenox Entertainment Complex.
Okay.
We know when to come in Harlem World about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And then just get on the mic and say, yo, we getting on in like 15 minutes. And then run to get up in the dressing room, change or whatever, dig in the crates and get on. People would literally wait for us because they know when we got there, we was going to give them a show.
Right,
no matter if it was 2 or 2,000 people, we still gave a full-fledged show.
So now this is 1983.
Exactly.
And you pull up into Patterson, New Jersey.
Right.
Nobody was on yet? Y'all was the first to come on? Was somebody was warming up the crowd?
Yeah, the local entertainment.
Okay, the local guy.
The system was provided by Kenny Scott, who lived in the Bronx, and he provided a lot of equipment for Armstrong. He used to play with a band, And Kenny was a good dude. So he was the mobile equipment guy. So when Armstrong had little events that he couldn't get, the local town out there probably didn't have enough equipment to, play in the venue. So we get there, the crowd is on, the crowd is good.
Right.
So we get in there, we like, yo, we gonna get on quick and get out.
Now, was this the first time you played at Patterson, or
No,
you played there more than once?
third.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, probably
okay.
was the third
All right, so the
time.
crowd was pretty familiar with you.
Yes.
And I'm kind of stuck now because the flyer says battle. Wasn't people in the crowd saying, yo, you're supposed to be battling them? What's going on with that? Did anybody speak about that? Or?
Well, nobody spoke on that, as far as when we came in, Long as the crowd was there, like if the crowd is there, as long as the people that was on the flyer was there, that was the main thing, you know what I'm saying? And Armstrong was good for making sure that the people get there, because that's his rep is on the line as a promoter, and if this show turns out good, you know what I'm saying, then it opens up doors for him to do, shows in other places.
Right.
Right. So the crowd is there. It's nice. So it's like a big rec gym. It's nice.
Right.
So we get in there early. I think we get there maybe about 10:45, whatever.
Yes,
get
early,
on about
right,
11:30, which is odd for us.
Right.
Because we usually get on last, or we get on when it's at the height,
Right.
of the party.
Right.
And we get on and just rock our regular. But our regular is like a full-fledged show.
But by 1983, y'all started cutting down the show, so almost like 20 minutes now, right?
Well, it depends on who's on the card.
That's what I'm
'Cause a
saying.
lot of
Like, if
times-
it's most, what I'm saying is, when y'all got started doing the bigger clubs, and the Bronx slowly started shutting down, y'all started getting on, how you say, venues where there's almost 5 to 10 groups on there, right?
Right.
So that's
we
why you had to cut it
shorten
down to 20,
exactly.
right? So y'all
Because
throw
we
your
normally
fire
do
out.
like an hour, easy.
Okay, right.
And give or take, if we wanted to, we could just go on and on. So we get on, and we rock it just with a regular full-fledged
Right.
nice
I
show.
heard the tape, yeah.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
same situation,
We get
good
on,
stuff, yeah.
get our money, and we like ready to go. We
Now,
got the
freeze
limo
right there
outside.
now. When I listen to the end of the tape, because I listen to these tapes very closely, and you say, if this was a battle, we would still be going off. You recall
Right.
saying that?
Right.
All right, so it kind of made you say, damn, J.D.L did know. I mean, it had to be a battle. Somewhat you would think that.
Yeah.
Until, we was told later on, no, it wasn't no battle. So
Well,
you
we
kind of led the
knew-
people on. Y'all
yeah.
knew, but we
Yeah,
didn't know.
but sometimes, even when you have to act a certain way.
Okay, I got you.
You have
Good
to
point.
act a
Okay.
certain way, because
Okay.
you be doing like, even though we entertain, it's still customer service. It's,
I got you.
it's,
Yeah,
it's customer service,
I feel
yeah.
you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we act like that. But if it was a battle, trust me, trust me, we would have had something tailor-made for them.
That's what I was feeling. I was thinking the same
know.
thing. And this is after your battle, the Fantastic. So that
Exactly.
would definitely lighten everybody up. Well,
Right,
you want a
and
battle?
that
Yeah,
battle
all right,
there,
got
we
something for you.
practiced 3 months for that.
For
we
Fantastic?
practiced 3 months.
Okay, we're going to get to Fantastic
We
in a minute.
practiced 3 months for that.
Okay.
You know
All
what
right,
I'm
so
saying?
check it out. Now, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Nah, it's okay.
Y'all finish your set, your lamp for a minute.
To get our money, and as going out, they coming in.
Okay.
So now we was cool with them. We
Just
was
say what's
cool.
up. Okay.
Yeah, we was cool. We always, we always cordial. We was cool. It wasn't like we had beef with them, because if we did, we would have got at them right then and there, and they would have went on first, and we would have went on last.
I got you right.
Bottom line. But we was cool with them. Yo, what's up, Steve? What up, Merk? Yo, ain't nothing. Yo, where y'all going? Yo, we playing here, then we playing here. We shot out.
So you broke out now.
Right.
Now, let me just put it in the middle first. So, we putting this stuff in the middle that happened from what Armstrong told me. He was surprised as well. He says that, it was the same thing. Y'all all said it was just going to be a regular party, do your thing. And Armstrong is waiting for the Force to get on. He's wondering why they're taking so long to get on, because they don't get on right after y'all. It's taking a while to get on. So y'all guys leave, and then all of us, and Armstrong's looking around saying, where's Stevie and them at before you left? And then y'all going, and then Stevie D and them jump on the stage right away and start going into the routine, and started tearing it up. Like, oh my God, what's going on here, And Armstrong says the same thing. He's looking at them from the back of the club like, what are y'all doing? This is not a part of the plan. Why are you talking about these guys like that? So that was it. The battle, was over. They tore y'all out the frame, from one end. From one end. You know what I'm saying? From their end. What happened after that? How did you find out?
Right. The next day, see, because we always rehearse every day. Sundays, Saturdays, holidays, we always rehearsed or always got together at Kaz's house every single day.
And where was
You
Kaz at
understand?
this time?
Kaz lived on 181st and Creston.
Okay, right.
And we was there, you know, just chilling, you know, finding out when next time we playing, what we gonna do. Do we need any props? Are we gonna get a smoke machine this time? Powder blast, you know, what are we gonna do? Reaching out to our manager. We had a manager, Joseph Umpa at the time.
Oh, yeah?
And one of Kenny Scott roadies, because Kenny Scott had these guys that help him carry equipment, knocks on Kaz's window, because Kaz got all front windows. Raps on the window, pop, pop, pop. Yo, Kaz, let me talk to you. I gotta let you hear something. So we let him in.
Yeah.
He said, yo, look what they did last night, man. Who?
Right.
Yo, the Force M.C.s when y'all left out of Patterson. He's like, what? So now he got everybody's attention. So everybody's like, and we listened, and we just like looked at each other and try to figure out why.
Right.
You know, because it was nothing that constituted them to do that. So he's like, wow, okay. Now that wasn't the first time people took shots at us. You know, a lot of
What
people
other
took
times?
shots
What
at
other
us.
times people? In what way I should say?
A lot of times people like throw little rhymes in their routines.
Give me an example.
Let me see. Even Cold Crush want to be like us. We the best. Nobody can mess with us. Not even a Cold Crush. You know, little jab.
Well, who was some of the main guys that you could say?
They was like little underground groups.
So you
know
can't
what
say
I'm
no
saying?
names at the
No,
moment.
I
You
say
can't think
names.
of-
I'm never.
I'm not saying you can't say. I'm just saying you can't remember the names at the moment.
Imperial 3. I'm not. One
Well,
thing
y'all guys
about
took
me,
them out, didn't you? Battle?
Yeah,
Just you and Kaz?
Me and Kaz took out a whole 4-man
Right,
crew.
4 cats, right.
But, you know, just jabs. You know, just jabs that when we don't be around.
Okay.
And then people come back to us, yo, this, and then we investigate, you know, and seek and destroy. Now, what happened was, as soon as that happened, we listened to the tape, said, all right, call Joe, our manager. When the next time we playing with them? This happened to be next week at Princeton High School. It was a big show in Princeton High School. And said, all right, we rolling up in there, gangbuster style. So that it was packed. It was one of them parties where it was all the high schools. You know how they do flyers. What's the best high school, this, that, and the third.
Right.
So
That's
we
a
come
tape
in.
that's out now, isn't it? Don't I have that tape as well?
I think you do got that tape.
Printing, as well as Busy Bees with y'all?
Yeah,
And
it's
Zulu
Princeton High
Nation?
School. The flyer got a mic on it.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the fly, but I
Yeah,
got the tape.
because as I speak about it, the whole thing just picture in my mind. You know, I'm one of them persons, I'm a person that when I talk about something, I picture the whole thing in my mind.
I got you.
If I talk about a record, I see the label in my mind. And so we come through, we already know what it's going to be. We already know. So we come in, where they at? Melanin was there. A lot of people was there that night. It was a nice little car. I think Winston promoted that
Oh,
show.
so you saying people was anticipating that y'all was going in
No,
there and trying
they
to
just
fly
happened
their
to
head?
be there. No, they just happened to be on the car.
Okay.
And
No, that's what I'm
Winston-
saying. People knew that they was on a flyer, so people want to go in and see what's going to happen between y'all.
No, I
y'all
don't
and
think
Force?
that many people know because the tape didn't leak out that much.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
The
Not
tape
just yet,
didn't. Kenny,
right. Take a
being
minute,
that
yeah.
it was Kenny Scott equipment,
Right.
you know, Kenny made a tape. You know, it wasn't like Richie T at T Connection, how you make a tape of having this store the
Right,
next
I got
day.
you, I got you.
Tape master wasn't there, so it wasn't like it was out.
I got
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So we run up in there and we go up in their dressing room. Yo, what's all this? What's all this? Yo, what's that? Yo, man, you know, and they like, you know, stuttering on their words. Yo, this and that. Yo, so AD gets overhyped. If yo, we gonna take care of this right now. We gonna take care of what y'all want us to do, what y'all want us to do. First things first, the money y'all getting tonight is ours. And the next show, the next big show, y'all have to, you know, publicly apologize to us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we said, y'all getting on next, y'all ain't getting on next. We getting on now. And I think we did have